Why is it that a high-level man like you can earn respect in business from your team and peers, yet at home, respect feels harder to hold on to? My name is Natalie. I help married business owners strengthen their love life to elevate their business success. In this video, I'll show you the exact ways 1% elite men create respect from women and how to keep it for life. Point number 1, self-leadership comes first. Most men think respect starts with her behavior, but the truth is respect begins with how you lead yourself, right? So when you discipline yourself, keep your word, and you show consistency, you project a standard that naturally commands respect without even trying to say anything. The 1% elite men are disciplined in their health, consistent in their habits, and clear on their mission. When a man respects his own time, body, and boundaries, his wife naturally mirrors that respect back. At the end of the day, it is extremely hard trying to change someone else, right? We are already working on ourselves. That's already hard enough. Can you imagine trying to do double the work when you're trying to change someone else, like your spouse? True leadership, people follow that leadership. The more that you are better, naturally, that is infectious. People are gravitated towards that, and they also want to be better. Environment is extremely important for anybody to be successful. So how do you want that environment? Do you want true leadership within that environment, or you just want chaos, no communication, you do me, I do you? That's not going to create harmony, nor are you going to continue to have that spouse, because the more that you have that mindset of like, this is my way and this is your way, or like, this has to be my way all the time, there's no true partnership. It's going to go eventually downhill. Communication, leadership, the more that you become better, others around you are going to want to be better as well. Therefore, everything around you will change. If you want to build this kind of respect in your marriage, grab the free marriage ROI toolkit below. There are 5 tools to help you lead with confidence at home. Finally, link is below for you. Point number 2, they align vision with her. This is ginormous. Women lose respect when they feel excluded from the mission. Bottom line. Elite men don't just say, hey, here's what I'm building. They say, here's what we are building. That alignment alone turns her from being a critic into a co-creator. And I don't care what anybody says, you can only go so far by yourself. But when you have that partnership and they feel like you're part of their mission, they want you to be better. They want you to be so capable. They want you to take those risks, but they need to be part of that alignment, of that mission with you. And it all starts with communication, and also starts knowing about her dreams and goals. This is partnership. Not too long ago in my relationship, he has to face a very difficult decision in his business. But I believe in him so much that, women's intuition is very, very strong than men's, right? So I operate within that, and I know his capabilities, and I know that he can do it once he takes that really scary step. And I told him, sweetheart, there's going to be so many more times that you're going to have to face through this tough decision. And you're going to remember back that you took it the first time, and it's going to get easier and easier and easier for the better lives of others, and also the lives of your family in the environment. The leader has to make really difficult decisions, but it's so hard, honestly, trying to do it on your own. When you have that alignment with your wife, she naturally pushes you through confidence and courage that you cannot get from anybody else. It gave him clarity, and he's on his way to making that tough decision in business that I know it's going to better the lives of our family. And at the end of the day, that's the mission. That's the leader. His goal is to obviously make our lives better, right? And me being a partner to him, not you do me and I do you. What's the point of being married? What's the point of being together? So that would be an example of what partnership would look like, believing in them, and vice versa too. He believes in me, and sometimes we're going to fall. We're going to fail. God forbid you lose things, materialistic things. The one thing you cannot lose is your skill set. You can get back up quicker. You can endure better, overcome faster, because you're working that muscle. And when you have that support and encouragement and courage and confidence from a woman, you are unstoppable. So, point number 3, they lead with strength and empathy. Most men think respect comes from strength alone, but strength without empathy becomes cold authority. The 1% listen, they care about how their wife feels, but they still stand firm in their decisions. That blend of empathy and decisiveness is what inspires admiration. If you want to start building respect this way in your marriage, which is phenomenal, grab the free marriage ROI toolkit. It is linked below for you. Grab it now. Point number 4, they protect her peace. This is a huge one. I'm in a season right now that I need to protect my peace because, sometimes life has seasons, right? Tough seasons. In my relationship, he's learning to really protect my peace because it matters. You desire peace. Your wife desires peace, right? So how do you come together to protect that when it's so chaotic everywhere else? At work, you protect company culture. It is so important. But at home, the same principle applies. When your wife feels like the home is chaotic, stressful, and unsafe, respect erodes. And the 1% guard the home environment so peace and stability thrive. Your spouse, your wife, she is like a team member. And you're the CEO of the household. She's like the vice president. At work, when you know that one of your team members are not doing so well, they're not progressing as they should, like their performance is not really there, what do you do as a leader, right? You actually have a meeting. You also have firmness. You have boundaries. You also have empathy to figure out what is going on and how you can support that, how you can make their work environment a lot better. That is true partnership. So it's a similar principle at home. If you feel like your wife is not progressing and there's no peace and she's just overly emotional, I understand women are emotional, but overly emotional and it's not the cycle yet, that is a sign, that's an indication that she needs partnership from you. And this is where you can come up with ideas to solve, her situation. It's just a matter of asking her like, hey, honey, what's going on? What's been in your mind lately? How can I support you? What's been in your heart lately? Are you open to hearing my suggestions to this? Because you understand, if you start giving suggestions to someone that they didn't ask for, you just basically wasted your time and wasted your breath. You want to get a confirmation, right? Because when clients invest into you, clearly they're paying you to help them, but the wife is not doing that. So you want to ask, I hear you, honey. I'm really sorry that you're going through all of this. I really want to help you because I truly care about you. Are you open to hearing a suggestion that I can help you out with? You're more than welcome to say no, but would you be open to hearing something like that, like opening that door instead of forcing it? You know what I mean? Because you don't like to be lectured. You don't like to receive advice that you didn't ask. And if they say no, you respect that. Okay, honey, sounds like you just want to be listened to. I am here for you. That alone is going to go a long, long way. And the more you initiate that when you can, the more that she's going to be open to hearing your suggestions. And that's what happened with me. In the beginning, I didn't want to know his suggestions and solutions, right? I just wanted to be heard. But as time goes on and he really shows me through his actions the listening aspect of it, and he listens to me, I am open to hearing his suggestions and solutions, and it's actually helpful. Very interesting to hear from his side of the point. And then at the end of the day, I make my own conclusion, and it helps. He was patient with me, and that's what true leadership and partnership is about, right? Point number 5, they keep their word. Every yes you don't follow through chips away at her respect. It's truly annoying for women, right? So the 1% know that integrity, keeping promises, both big and small, it is non-negotiable. It builds trust, which fuels respect. It's same thing with you. People are telling you, they're going to do this, they're going to do that, and they don't follow through, then it's hard to trust that person. So when you are the man of your word, when you continue to be honest in a loving way, at home, you're loving, you're putting the armor down, and you're more compassionate, which is hard. It's hard to go from, at work, true leadership, firmness, to taking off that cap to coming home and being a little bit more compassionate, that sort of thing. I know it's very hard to kind of flip that, but the more that you're intentional about it, you're aware about it, and you know that you have to do it. Of course, in the beginning, it's not going to be perfect, but you know how it is. The more you work on it, the more you're conscious about it, you're aware, and you're doing the thing, even though it's not perfect, eventually is going to be engraved in you. So just keeping that in your mind, doing your very best. And of course, if you need a coach and you need guidance, I'm here for you as well. And you can book a call to see if it's going to be a good match, if we can work together. If you need that kind of step by step because you are super serious about where you want to take your marriage to from maybe divorce, and you're really serious about making this work, I'm here for you as well. So link to book is below. Point number 6, they confront directly. And knowing how to confront is the biggest skill you probably need to learn in marriage. Because if you can confront well in business, you can elevate so much in business when you know how to confront. Same principle starts here as well in home. When you know how to confront your wife in a loving way, wow, because you don't want to not confront anything, and then eventually, that that boulder or that rock gets bigger and bigger and bigger, and what happens next? Something unfortunately breaks. We don't want to get there. We want to take it straight on. We want to confront it straight on, and it's a skill on how to be able to do that. So silence, as you know, breeds resentment, and resentment kills respect. This is what also kills businesses, when they don't confront, when they don't talk about these things. An elite man addresses conflict calmly, directly, and without fear. They do not, they know they can't, avoid hard conversations. They lead them with clarity, confidence, even comfort, true leadership at home. And then that's when she feels safe with you and she can't get enough of you. Point number 7, they show consistent gratitude. Respect doesn't grow in silence, obviously. So women naturally respect a man who sees them, values them, and acknowledges their contribution. The 1% are vocal with gratitude. Consistently, daily, intentionally. Can you imagine like your employees or even your kids, right? They're not grateful for what you're doing. That is such frustrates the soul so much when someone is not grateful. When you see it from that perspective, when was the last time you told your wife that you were grateful for her? If the response wasn't something that you were looking for, it could be a couple things. You're not doing it daily, intentionally, or consistently, and you're probably just saying it for the sake of saying it, or to check off the box, or to avoid a hard conversation. If your gratitude is coming within you from your actual true heart, she can feel that, because we are feelers. Women are feelers. We can tell. It's not what you say, it's how you say it, right? So when you involve your heart, which is hard, I know men are more logical and it's hard to take off that cap, I get it. But this is what's going to create that intimacy and that respect. Marriage is not easy, nor is business. What you learn from your home, you apply in your business, and that's when you skyrocket in ways you never thought before, in ways you didn't even think you were capable of, okay? So when you're grateful daily, even if it feels weird, because it's going to feel weird in the beginning. In the beginning, when you do new things consistently, it's uncomfortable. But this is your wife, this is your partner, this is what's going to make you guys whole and have the best life you both can have for you, for your children, for everyone in your home environment. So it's that intentionality that goes a long way. It's not just saying it, of course, it takes practice, but you will get there. You're a fast learner. I know for a fact that you're going to do well, really well in this area. If you just apply this one thing, watch your marriage literally change in a matter of weeks, when you're intentional about it. And then naturally, it's engraved within you. You can't help yourself to be grateful and saying it all the time and actually meaning it. Listen to me, and I'm pretty sure no one has ever told you this, but respect isn't demanded. It's cultivated through leadership, integrity, and presence. If you want to start building that kind of respect and harmony at home, grab the free marriage ROI toolkit. It's in the description below or pinned comment below. It has 5 tools that will help you rebuild admiration, connection, and trust in your marriage again, so you can lead powerfully at home and scale effortlessly in business. Grab it now. Let me know your results from it.